Good evening and welcome everyone. It's time for a little bit of more Monster Hunter Wilds, some relaxing time, some hunting. With us today is again Agonia in the back. She's currently fishing, so you can't see her. And she might sometimes answer and interject herself, but usually won't because she's not up here. But she's there. And yeah, hope everyone's doing well, hope everyone has a good time. As you can see, we haven't done the last optional quest yet because that fucker never showed up. So yeah, some things happened. There are new limited bounties. What do you want us? 5 quests, not a problem. 3 in the oil well basin. Fanged beasts. And 3 tempers. Okay, that's doable. Okay. So yeah, we have a few things right now. Like as you can see, my weapon got a little bit upgraded. Just a little bit, because we might do that again a little later. I haven't gotten the material from Gormagala yet. That was the name. But how about we just jump straight in and kill the Temper Chatacabra and see how many armor spheres we get. And post it. I mean, I can technically do some changes to my armor set soonish. But as said before, probably won't do that on stream, and it's not that interesting anyway. Oh. There we go. So let's see, how much does this quest give us actually? That really... It's 2 advanced atmospheres. I should not complain. But god damn it. So let's see. I can probably Gore is full. This one is almost full. There we go. Gore helm done. And only... Oh, no worries. That really doesn't sound that nice. Oh, we got better. Okay, do I have Jindahat here? So yeah. Some interesting developments happened recently. Turns out that for a lot of weapons, apparently the best set you can build is just basically full Gore in some form, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I think we should start with the Dahat. Yeah, well, not yet. Should we do the event one again?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely sucks. I mean, best I can always recommend is getting warm onto there, depending on how it is, and yeah, rest and recover. That's usually the best method. But yeah, we had some interesting developments recently. Because turns out skills that people thought were bugged apparently were not bugged. Or at least, you know, working in intended ways that were just weird. Like, for example, Elemental is supposedly just working as intended. Elemental up. And is solid for a few weapons, but just less on a lot of other weapons. Go. Sorry, Ah, well. Honestly, I'm very surprised that Chatacabra just doesn't have a subspecies. It generally feels like the easiest monster to do that. Yeah, if you, by the way, if you want to join, I can send you a link, party invite. Da, 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 da. Ow. Oh, a lot more this time. Too hard. That's more like it. At least the hard ones are definitely going to do the work. Biggest problem is still that this game is incredibly consumptuous when it comes to armor spheres. It's insane. So, yeah, oh, yeah, you know what? One important thing I definitely need to check personally a bit constantly. No. God damn it. Do you have any new tempered gore Magalas?
I have one.
Oh, does it have a Nyx gem?
No.
Damn it.
It's the same as yesterday.
It was more like if it's on your map.
It's not what you asked.
Yeah, I'm currently suffering from the Agonia has too much luck syndrome. AKA, she has too much luck, and I don't. Like, I need a Nyx gem. And the thing is, the gems drop relatively frequently. Relatively. Okay? The thing is just not for me. We did like 5 hunts, and guess what? She got 3. I'm even sure she got 4, but I think this is just my very jealous brain overthinking it. So, yeah, I don't get them, and I hate it. I still have 2 of them here. Or do we want to get some more armor spheres first for you? Yeah, we can also do a tempered gore just for fun.
Let me see.
Okay,
I need a lot more.
oh yeah, you need a lot more. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I just got my gore parts up, so that's positively. So I don't die as fast.
You should stop thinking about your stupid gems and actually farm 10 quests before you even ask about anything else.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Another event quest. Let's kill some more frogs.
Forgetting to talk again.
What?
Forgetting to talk again.
Yeah, sorry. I'm generally surprised that Chetacabra doesn't have a subspecies. In general, I am a bit surprised that this game just doesn't have subspecies, actually. Like, you could argue that Guardian Rathalos and Guardian Dochaguma are technically subspecies. Okay, you know, Guardian Arcveld on that matter as well. But, like, it's still weird, in my opinion. They just don't have any.
This is not the fight. You can just talk.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry. Because this is just one thing that I am very surprised. Because in older games, and I think even in World, I think World launched with at least one subspecies of a new monster in the base game, right?
You tell me.
I...
Think of one or
What?
think of one yourself.
I think there was... No, I think the Tobi Kadachi subspecies was an Iceborne. Coral Puki as well. I need to check. I know, you know, at least Pink Rathalos and Azorathian were in there.
Are you
So,
stupid?
what?
Are you stupid?
Why?
Pink Rathalos and Azorathian?
I am very stupid. No, it's Azorathian and Pink Rathian, right? You know what? It would be interesting if they were switched for once.
True.
But no, Azorathian and Pink Rathian were in there. But you know, those are like a bit of a classics, actually. Let's actually just go check really quickly. I'm like, what is in the base game? What did we have there? So okay, actually no. Azorathian and Pink Rathian were the only subspecies. But they had... Okay, Black Diablos was also in there. So, I guess all the classics were in. None of the new monsters had them. But you could definitely say that Radoban was basically a type of subspecies. At least, you know, very closely related in that sense.
That's literally the law. They're closely related.
Yeah. So you can count it as kind of a subspecies, I would say.
Not really, no.
Okay, but they were similar. I mean, okay, honestly, I have to say, what I don't think, you know, the monsters in Wilds are like particularly bad. The lineup in World was better. It just was kind of better, you know. Like, it's not that I'm... It's just, you know...
It's hard to call them good monsters and if the fights are so fucking boring.
I mean, that's That's problem number one. But you know what my second problem is? They're either just very basic or are retreads of existing concepts. And that is probably my biggest problem with them, even though in a vacuum they're not that bad. It's just uninspired, I think, is the best word. Like Chatacabra, for example. Technically not the worst, introductory monster. It's just, oh, it's another amphibian. It's it's another toad. The problem is just we had a toad before, and that did a lot more, and was a bit bigger. Even though it was still a very simple monster. And like Chatacabra technically has a unique ability. It's just never really used in any form of the fight, Like, if you look at, let's say, how was it called again? The toad from 4. I'm just forgetting. Basically, the toad from 4 with like big tusks. That one. It did a lot of stuff with, they did a bunch of stuff with it and had, a subspecies, all of that. Meanwhile, Chatacabra's like, okay, you have a smaller toad, and it's a bit of a brawler. Cool. But then the special ability of Chatacabra is supposedly, oh, it can, it has this sticky saliva that can tack stones onto its forearms, and that gives it some protection. Nothing is done with that. Like, here are a few things. First of all, you can just attack the forearms without problem. Like, it never really builds up any shield or uses that actually in a defensive matter. Like, we had monsters before that had protected forearms, and well, you just bounced, especially when you were in low rank. You were like, oh, well, fuck.
You're expecting them to do the sensible thing and actually require blue sharpness to cut through armored forearms, but that would be so unfun for the new players,
Oh god, I mean, first of all, that.
Second, I know it's not very hearable, but my voice is full of content.
I mean, I wanted to add some more to that, because here's the thing. The idea alone that, it sticks stuff to itself, with sticky saliva. I'm actually thinking of a lot of things right now. First of all, the sticky status was in previous games. I don't know which one exactly had it. I think in GU... Nakakos had it in GU. That's what I wanted to say. Yes, mainly Nakakos had it. But still, it's a cool idea because it's, oh, you get, webbed with a sticky thing, and suddenly the game is like, you're not allowed to roll anymore, because if you roll, stones stick to you, and you start becoming immobilized. So it's kind of cool, because not before you got immobilized by something, and you had to roll to get it off. Now it was suddenly, don't get it off. You don't roll, so you get immobilized. It was just a neat inversion. And I'm like, okay, so we have a monster with a sticky substance and a big tongue, yet it's not using that exact part. Then you have other things like, for example, you have the fact that we're in the Windward Plains, okay? So there are literally electricity conducting stones out there, and you're telling me the Chupacabra is just not using them. I mean, that is like literally the most obvious things are for like a Safri to say, oh, it's the battle-hardened Chupacabra, and you know, it's like, what battle-hardened Chupacabra, you know, because, and it's like, yeah, it actually uses the stones, and during the Sand Tide, it also channels lightning into its, you know, attacks, and you're like, oh shit, that's bad, right? And you're like, yeah, that's bad. I mean, but also it would be a cool upgrade, because suddenly you'd be like, oh hey, wait, our small little early game monster suddenly got a whole lot of new tricks. Then one of the most obvious things you could also do is like, hey, here's a subspecies in the jungle. And you'd be like, why should there one be in the Scarlet Forest? Well, how about that? It actually uses it to, you know, do like sticks or leaves onto itself, so it actually is a stealthy hunter in comparison. Did you just shoot it?
It's what you do.
What?
It's what you do.
I just was like, I thought we attack it. No, you just were like, eat. But yeah, you know, in the jungle, it actually uses it to cover itself with leaves. You know, it's more of an ambush predator. And, you know, maybe because it eats the poisonous fruits in that area, it also has a poisonous spit on top of it. You know, oh, interesting. Suddenly you have another poison monster. Just very easily you have a poison monster with a unique gimmick. You see how easy the Chupacabra is to make subspecies? And if you're thinking now, wait, you could make it also so that, you know, one might live in the oil well basin and coats itself with the oil and explosive stones and has blast damage. You're completely right. The thing is, the moment you have a monster that coats itself with the environment, well, now you can make subspecies in every area, basically. I'm just saying, it's kind of, well, wild that they haven't done that yet. It's just... It feels such like an obvious thing to do, you know? Like... I think Chupacabra is like the most obvious one to do. And would also be the most interesting because, you know, it's the classic dichotomy. You start out with a monster in the beginning and you're like, oh, this is a simple monster. It's, you know, it's not hard. It's there to teach beginners. Everything's fine. And then the subspecies comes back later and you're like, oh, this is a step up in challenge. They've done that multiple times. Like, for example, in Third Generation, one of the easiest things they had was you fought the Royal Ludroth, which was like, oh, it spits at you with water. And then you had the I think pink Royal Ludroth, and that one was poisonous because, well, it had poison in its sponge. It's such an easy thing to do. I'm currently thinking about if there's another monster that would have similar availability to you know, make subspecies of. Probably not the apex predators, but I mean, my main complaint with the apex predators is simply, again, they're basically retreads of the Fated Four to a certain degree, so yeah. Like, I know, for example, you can't really make you know, easily one for Jindahat as well, because, you know, Jindahat is in the arena and such. But it's just... okay, also another weird thing, why the hell is... why the hell is Nesrilla only in the ice region? They could also be in the Vladifor. Well, it would make way more sense together with Gypsaros. Like, it is so off where the monsters are in this game. Like, I'm generally sometimes, like, just a bit confused what they thought.
I mean, they probably thought, made one spider nest and another one in the Scarlet Forest. That's enough.
It's just, come on, you can at least give Nesrilla in the flooded.
Would be easier if you had segmented maps.
Would be a lot easier to a degree. Yes, there you're right. God. And still, you know, a Lalabarina subspecies, you could, you know, okay, you know what would also be an easy subspecies now that I think about it? Aja Khan, the monkey. And you know where it would fit really well and what it should do? It should be in the flooded forest, and it should use electricity, because, you know, in the oil basin it slaps its back to create blast. But what if it jitters, you know, and creates static electricity with that?
How would that be saved?
What?
Where would that be saved?
It doesn't. It just builds up and does it.
Where does it build up?
In
fur.
No, it has the back structure. There are minerals in there. You know? It's like magnets rubbing.
Then it should be in the plains.
Yeah. I just thought, yeah.
Because there's fulgurite.
Okay, honestly, when we talk about static electricity, you could definitely do an electricity Lalabarina subspecies.
You could.
Because, I mean, it's not like they already had, at least in Frontier, you know, a monster that built up static electricity with dancing. It would really... Actually, this would fit so well now that I think about it. Especially since the Scarlet Forest doesn't really have an electricity monster.
I wanted to ask if you even have one, but then I remembered, yes, Breydao exists. And it at least tries to be an electric monster.
It tries, yes. Like, it's... I mean, that's probably the next thing that annoys me a little bit. I do not really hate Breydao that much, but also like...
So you hate it, okay.
No, I don't... Okay, I don't hate Breydao. Let's put it like this.
It, literally. If you don't hate it that much, you hate it a little bit.
Okay, you know what? Wrong choice of words. I think Breydao is okay.
I think it's pretty lame.
It is because like let's put it like this: Ray Dow is a flying weapon that attacks you mostly with physical attacks, and has like a few electric ones, but it's like the one electric monster in this game, which was there. I'm genuinely thinking, like, is there another electric Okay, yeah, wait, no, it isn't. It's not the only electric one. The other one is Fulgur and Nath. But can you see the problem with that, maybe? They're both mainly physical attackers with a sub-element. There's no real electric attacker, you know? There we go. That's the thing, you know? I wish there was another monster with electricity that actually used mainly electricity, because Ray Dow...
You could improve Ray Dow already by a lot if the physical attacks weren't that fucking slow.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the things that I find the most interesting. They could have easily also made like a sub-series like called Stormcaller Ray Dow, which is just more electricity. That's an old thing they did in many titles. Like if I look at the lineup for World, the base lineup, okay? We had Tobi Kadachi, which was a main electric monster. Like Tobi Kadachi had a lot of AoE electric attacks.
No.
What?
No.
I mean, okay, it was more. It had also physical stuff, but it had electricity and some AoE attacks.
Very small AoE.
Yeah, but you know what came later in? Kirin.
Yeah.
And Kirin is basically I used mostly elemental attacks.
True.
That was cool. Similarly, you can see other stuff like, for example, Anjanath it has fire element, but mostly body checks you. Meanwhile, okay, Lavaziov kinda also just body checks you, but uses a bit more fire attacks and stuff. But also, Teostra. Teostra is basically just a lot of fire attacks, That's kind of cool. And you kind of had this, you had this evolution of, they had both a monster for each element, usually, that it was more physical and one was more, elemental based. Like, you had Mud with Barov. Mud is just an element now, by the way, in Monster Hunter. I'm not making the rules. They decided that Mud is relevant. But you had Barov. Barov is great. Barov usually just charges you and has a bit of, mud on the side. And on the other hand, you had Duratodos, who actually yeeted around a lot of mud. So, you see what I mean with the lineup was just a little bit better. Oh, it sleeps.
Yeah, I'm in a combo, so no.
Okay, I glitched on the map.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I latched onto it and then it was just like, you're under the map now, buddy. There we go. Yeah, I generally think the lineup of World was just really good, and I mean, I think that also there's just a big problem that they just missing a few monsters that you know are really standout ones. That's probably my biggest problem right now.
That's true.
I mean, this isn't
From
like
the new monsters, I don't think we will see many of them because
also, by the way, I would say people say, you know, oh hey, Wilds only has like one monster less in the launch lineup than World, and that to that I say, first of all, yes, but also, can you just remove one of that, because Zoshia isn't really a monster. You fight it once, you can't fight it again, and its armor set is unusable basically. Ooh, we're hunter rank 69. So I would legitimately not say Zoshia is an actual monster as of now. Base game, it isn't. Like, I think we can agree on that. It's just not a thing.
more importantly,
What?
more importantly, yeah,
Yes? What do you want to say?
I already know the whole topic since we talked about it, and
Oh.
you're not bringing it up, so I'm already, you know.
Now I'm a bit confused.
You brought up the difference in monsters.
Mm-hmm.
The two titles, and you don't bring up that World had to basically remake all of the rigs.
You know what? Yeah, I think that is another big thing. World had to basically remake all of the rigs because, okay, not all of them, but the thing was, in the version, you know, in the ancient version Monster Hunter World was running on, a lot of the rigs were just broken at launch, period, and they had to redo some of them.
Not at launch, no.
No, during the development time, like the Leviathan rig just didn't work.
That's not at launch.
Okay. For the base game and until I spawn.
No.
Okay.
The game didn't launch with broken shit.
Okay, no. It's more like when they developed the game.
Sorry, we said launch.
Okay, sorry. When they developed the game, it turned out that on the version of Empty Framework they were using, a bunch of rigs like the Amphibian rig, especially the Leviathan rig, they were just not working. They were literally glitching out. So, yeah, that was not good. So they basically did the best they could with the limited rigs they had, and ironically, through that we got some fantastic additions because, for example, we didn't have like a lot of Fanged Wyverns, but the Fanged Wyvern rig worked. So suddenly we had a whole game full of Fanged Wyverns. That was cool. But the thing is, Wilds isn't running on a new engine, right? It's running on the RE engine. And Rise already ran on the RE engine. And while I can definitely say, oh yeah, Wilds has more rigs at launch, I do have to add to this Rise is launching with like a lot less monsters.
No.
Wilds is launching with a lot less monsters than Rise. Like, Rise launched with 46 monsters from what I have in mind. Like, that's a lot more, you know? So, there I have to ask the question, what happened there? Because it's probably not just, oh, they had to rework everything again. Like, the one rig they actually... No. Okay, yeah, no, wait. There's literally one rig they actually took over from Rise. And, well, two rigs, basically. The Rathalos / Rathian rig and Anjanath. Oh. And those pretty much work the same as in Rise, so... There's the question. What happened here? Oh, eyeball.
I mean, as we said, it's probably a rushed game with development complications.
Probably. I mean, I'm also looking through what monsters we have in Wilds, you know, the lineup. And like, you know, you start with things like Kumatres, which is like, oh, we have an early fire monster that is mostly using, you know, physical attacks still.
Well, I can think of one reason why we have mainly physical attackers.
Why?
Because the game is already a technical mess. Imagine
It could
throwing
be.
all those lighting effects on there. I don't think that will be good for performance.
Honestly, the thing is...
Blue Udra has already performance problems.
Fair point. Like, the thing is, they have some more elemental focused ones, like, you know, Ufduna and Rompopolo, but like...
Ufduna is not elemental focused.
Yeah, okay, fair point. It's less.
No, it isn't.
Really? I haven't thought of that much, because you don't fight it in the end. There's not really a lot of reasons to do. Yeah, I'm going over this and like... I guess the biggest fire attacker, you know, non-physical one is Gravios to a degree, but... You know... Gravios... That thing is just a moving rock, you know? It's just, oh hey, I stomp here and then I fire my laser and I don't hate Gravios, it's just... Okay, first of all, where the fuck is Basarios? Let's just be real here, where's Basarios? Once again, the rig was in Rise. Why isn't it in Wilds? Especially since I'm very sure Gravios is also using the same rig, just scaled up, you know? So, yeah, big question marks. Let's kill the toad. Oh, why are you doing that? Under the map, bonk. But yeah, I mean, also a big problem I think the game has right now is the fact that by the nature how they split up the investigations, you just don't fight a lot of monsters anymore in the end. I think a big question mark to me is still, will Mizutsune be classified under the 7-star investigations? Because that would make it actually sensible to farm. And the irony is, if they don't do that, then it's kind of a wasted monster. So, yeah. I'm just very confused by some of the decisions they made. Because, as said before, some subspecies feel so on the nose to do. Just like, oh yeah, sure, you can just do that. Or, you know what's also just an obvious thing now that I think about it? Kuma trees in the Scarlet Forest swiping water. You already have the tail swipes. It's like, and you have the tail swipes and you have the whole water physics thing. And you're like, oh look, it swipes the red water and then it poisons you with that or something. I mean, couldn't be that hard to do, right? You just recolor some stuff, it's a bit more green.
Almost full.
Oh, almost full?
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more quest, and then we can do maybe some Goro if you want to.
Sure.
Because I definitely need a little bit more, but cool, you have your armor full.
Again.
I mean, it's kind of interesting that you're running New Ultra now, which just makes more sense in your setup now. But that's when when it turns out that, oh hey, no, that skill is just not working, and you're like, oh, or not working for the weapon because they just forgot to add that. Whoops. So actually, Flare isn't working on like some absolute key attacks that would make so much sense to have Flare on them. But yeah, that's the thing. If you're running some weapons, like for example, Gunlance, don't bother with Flare. It does not apply to shelling. You'd think it would apply to shelling because that's like the most obvious thing to make wounds with, but it doesn't. Similarly, if you play Switch X like I do, Flare is a bit more useful because, ironically, the one attack that is really good for Flare to apply, the Wild Swing, doesn't apply Flare, so you don't use it anyway, so... Yeah, by the way, if you want a few more insights on what to do with some monster armor sets, for example, for your Palico, by the way, sadly, times of rise are over with some build variety there. You basically only build Guardian Arcveld, because that is simply the highest amount of damage the highest amount of defense you have on any Palico armor. They don't give you any skills, or your Palicos any skills or similar, so it's Guardian Arcveld. And then you either use Lalabarino or the Thriller weapon, because one is sleep, one is paralysis, depending on what weapon you have. Just pick the one that fits it a little bit better. Like, you can wake up really good, see gun lance, see greatsword, pick sleep. Hammer as well, yes. Those were just 2 examples. But yeah, hammer would also be very much a sleep decision. If you're like me, switch axe and it's like wail the fuck on the monster, pick paralysis. It sucks to say that it is like that, but it sadly is like that. Also, yeah, again, I think apparently most damage you get out of weapon armor sets for most weapons seems to be to make a 4-piece Goro Magala armor. Because turns out that set bonus is really good, because right now elemental damage is not really good in this game. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, the damage output isn't good. The elemental hit zones aren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things you expected to be elemental weapons are not working like that. And
well, that's more because of coalescence working differently.
Yeah, but this is more like so coalescence basically now. I think it was a percentage increase.
It is.
Yeah. So generally the change, and I would say on paper this isn't a bad change, because I generally think the idea of making it an increase in percentage is better, because that means weapons that are focused on raw get less of a bonus and have to focus more on raw damage. Good. Versus weapons who are already, really good in terms of elemental, like dual blades, get more out of it. Also good. That's a good change. And then you look at things like the bow, which just apparently doesn't have a lot of elemental anyway. Bow. One of the very famous elemental weapons in Monster Hunter just doesn't have a lot of elemental baseline. I don't know what the the mentality behind that was or is. In terms of design, again, I have some questions like where are the subspecies, for example? But it's just all a bit off, Oh well. Like, you generally look at some. By the way, should I put in my tempered Goro Magala investigation?
After I switch my Palico weapon, because I tried it with sleep. Doesn't seem that good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that good in any shape or form. It's more like, it can happen. It's needs.
But not with Gunlance. With Greatsword, I think you would have better chances. So I'm switching to the...
Nestrella?
No.
No, Lalabarina. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like... Okay. I'm just a bit confused with some decisions they have made recently. But yeah, also time to grill a meal with meat and mushrooms. Yes. Do you know that, this thick cut of pork, you can't actually just fry. Like, the fat has no time to render. The best way to actually prepare this type of pork is to fry it on both sides to have, some browning and stuff, and also flavor in the pan. But then you actually want to put spices and water, maybe even some wine, maybe even some broth in there, and then, and braise it for at least 1 or 2 hours, you get insanely tender stuff out of it. Like, it just melts in your mouth, literally. Such a good thing. Such good stuff. There we go. Tempered Gore. Let my unlucky streak continue. Oh well. But yeah. It's just weird. It's just some weird design decisions. Like, yeah, bow is not really an elemental weapon in this one. And yeah, I'm honest with you, I feel like I pulled on a monkey's paw a bit. Because we've been saying they shouldn't force everything onto elemental for a long time now. Because I do think they shouldn't force every weapon to be elemental focused, you know, like they did in World, basically. Because that sucks. Greatsword is a raw weapon. It should have maybe some elemental builds, sure, but it should mainly be raw damage. It's Greatsword. And now they basically got it even the elemental weapons. Okay. Well, There we go. God damn it, George. Don't heal me when I'm already healed.
I don't like that.
Which one?
Not which one. I said I don't like it. Like you're running around all the time.
Yeah.
Like last time we hunted the thing, you at least stayed still.
I'm actually trying to get it. Okay, now it just does stupid things.
Plus, you should start using focus strike.
I am doing that.
Pretty much every wound on the thing that was blue, I did. You don't really destroy wounds this fight.
I wanted to actually attack a few, but also you were just faster than me in some cases.
I did it because you took too long. And if the gunlands can do it before you,
Fair
you're just
point.
plain bad.
Okay. I'll try more to focus on wounds, okay? I'm currently also just trying to get my moveset a bit better under control.
I don't think hunting a tempered Goro Magala is the thing where you should be that.
Fair point. Fair point.
It's not fair point, it's more like, what are you thinking?
Yeah,
You're fucking up the whole fight, and I have no interest in fighting with someone who can't play.
Okay, so not gonna fuck up the fight. Oh, it's going somewhere else.
No, it's not.
Oh wait, I still need to get the tail, by the way.
I can't really mount Goro because my controller doesn't let me at that point.
Okay, that's weird.
The left control stick has drift.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Well, one more of the capture thing. I haven't even seen it on... Good that you watched out for that. I was in a wicked attack sequence. Yeah. No! Okay. You know that animation where complete one quest via multiplayer, complete one quest with your Palico deployed? Nice that I got both. You know what's bad? I didn't get a Nyx gem.
Well,
there was a very funny sequence though, because you know that end screen where the sacred eats the sausage?
yeah.
I had that, but Henrietta wasn't loaded in, so George got his sausage stolen by the void. Poor George. It's just like, yes, sausage. No, sausage. Where are you going? It's quite hilarious, actually. By the way, Kate Tensor, thank you for the follow. Hope you like it here. Oh wait, did George maybe plan that and I just didn't notice? Am I that desperate? Yes. No, I don't have a Nyx gem. I am a poor soul that doesn't get Nyx gems. The world hates me. You know what? Let's do it again. We have it one more time. Isn't that the spirit? One more time. Ah. You know, wedge beetles are also not used at all in combat. Now that I think about it.
Ufduna tries.
Oh yeah, right. Ufduna. It really tries. You're right. You know what the worst part about this is? That the whole wave system is not even that much of a stupid idea for a fight. It's just... You know which Monster Hunter game I think about when it's like, oh hey, you have to dodge above something? Rise. Yeah, I think Ufduna would probably be a better monster in Rise than it would be in Wilds. Oh, there we go.
Why are you running to the tail again?
I am trying to look for wounds.
It's not looking for wounds though. It's kind of fucking up the AI.
Okay,
And you see wounds when you press L2.
oh, there's one. Wait a second.
Because I can't kill it faster alone at that point.
Wait.
Not wait. No.
Also, no, not really.
Yes.
This one is just weird.
No.
Go. Not yet catchable, but probably soonish. Where's there's the tail?
Capturable.
Okay. I mean, I got Feeler, I got Ripclaw. I don't... You know what the problem is? I really think Gormagala hates me. Like, remember when we thought, when you still said, maybe the Nyx gem is bugged and then, like, the next day you got 3? Ah, I'm just unlucky and I hate it. And there's none. An earplugs jewel. Ooh.
But yeah, it's really hard to find a thing if you're just fucking around.
I'm not really fucking around. I'm actually focusing on making the most damage.
For that, you're running around too much.
Sometimes I have to heal. That's
running around.
That's weird because I'm actually just...
You're literally just running to the tail, even though there is no tail anymore. There is no need to be there, and you're still running instead of attacking.
I don't know what you're seeing on your screen because that's not what I'm doing.
It is what you're doing.
I don't know what you see on your screen, but that's not what I'm doing.
Huh? You literally went there. Several times.
Anyway, yeah, I don't have that one. You know, do we want to do the other Gormagala?
I don't need any of that.
But I need it. I mean, yes, you could say I technically should just wait for how's it called and make an Artian weapon, but no. Here's another. It's another Gormagala, and we should definitely be able to do this one.
I'm just telling you, we literally take several minutes longer than last time.
Interesting, because
So,
I'm okay.
I guarantee you're playing worse.
You know what? Then I will do something different. Okay. Interesting to hear that because, yeah. And this one was the stronger one anyway, so it had more health, but
We
yes.
had several stronger ones. So no.
It's weird. Because technically I'm doing the stuff that people say is, you know...
A good combo is only good if you can execute it.
I mean, I'm doing it. Yeah. Da. Okay. You... Yeah. Okay, we can catch it.
Okay.
I'm placing. There we go. You know what? I think I should have placed the trap once per stream as well. I need to actually get the tail. There. And it's another tail. By the way, I cut off the tail and then George used the plundering and got 2 more tails out of the main body. That's a lot of tail in that Goro Magala. You know what I didn't get?
What I get?
Are you fucking... Oh my god, you have another one! Ah! No! What the fuck? This is so... You don't even need it! You don't fucking need it!
Maybe I try to switch X.
You can literally build yourself a Switch X build by now. What is this bullshit? I mean, also you know level 1, like had the rank 100.
No.
Not yet?
No.
Damn. So you're probably very close to Hunter rank 100.
Technically.
Okay. Which annoys me because that means...
You can just look it up because you apparently didn't understand the conversation that took place.
Let me just check. Wait. You're in the lobby. You're in Link Party. 103. You're above 100. You can just melt the level 2 decorations now.
I don't need any. I still have 200 Nightflower pollen in my bag.
Yeah, you know what? You can literally use that to get all the 3 decorations if you want to make a Switch X build. Or you know what? You probably also need some Goro shit for a Greatsword build if you want to build that.
And I'm telling you, I probably already have all the relevant level 3 decos.
I know! What is this? Like, what? I just don't know. It's just like there is a burning hatred inside of me, and this isn't against Agonia. This is probably not even against the game. Okay, it is partially against the game, but also just the fact that this just keeps happening. You know? Like, you know what? I'm looking up. Is there a new Goro Magala in my world? There's a normal Goro Magala. You know what? I'm getting desperate. On the list with you.
You could also just go into field survey history.
Okay.
Sometimes, if you fight it before, you can unlock it there.
I don't have it here in here yet. No. Sadly. Maybe if we fight it more, who knows? Most recently 11, but yeah, not a field survey. Probably because we're saving it as investigations.
Yeah, you should have gone there and fought it first, and you would have gotten one extra quest out of it.
Yeah, fair point. It's just one Nick gem. What is going on? Look, it's sparkling in the menu. And yet, the game is like... You specifically are going to suffer. Let's kill that thing and one more time. I just don't... Once again, burning hatred on just luck itself. I mean, I guess I can say, oh hey, I'm getting actually good progress in terms of getting high rank 100, so I can actually Hunter rank.
Not high rank.
I'm sorry,
Are you stroking out?
No, I'm not. It's just HR was for me always like high rank.
And it was always Hunter rank as well.
But also then you got GR and MR later, and like that's different. And
GR is frontier only.
Yeah, which is better than MR Master rank. Oh yeah, we don't call it G rank anymore. We cut that because that would be too unnormal for the. Why did it what? Did the fucking
Goats.
The fucking goat! That is probably one of the weirdest openings to a fight ever.
Well, we had that already several times, so...
That the goat just, Oh, I don't remember them.
Yeah, because you don't pay attention.
Oh yeah, by the way, I do think they should go back and name it again G-Rank. Master Rank is just... It's just so wrong to name it like that. How did that happen? So like, I quite literally couldn't see shit, and then I mounted the thing.
Well, but you can't see things because the camera is pretty normal in this game.
Hmm. There we go. Now to bring the pain, actually. Oh.
Oh, it's dying.
Okay, then let's carve the tail and we're catching it. If you're wondering, by the way, why we're catching it all the time, there's a thing that you need to catch 50 large monsters, so like, might as well. Oh, fuck. There we go. Also, hi bot and bye bot.
I mean, if it works like previous titles, then Nick Drum should be having a higher drop rate here.
It should. I mean, but also I'm not getting out of the tail carve where it supposedly has it. Now Henrietta ate the sausage. Good bird. I didn't get any. Please don't say you got one.
No.
Good.
Not this time.
Fairness for once.
Except the 4 times.
What did you do so Lady Fortuna likes you that much?
And me.
You mean she's just gay for you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? At your rate, to a degree, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm restocking everything, and then let's have one last round. One last round. I'm genuinely just at the end. I just want it to be done. I want my cool weapon, and yet I'm not allowed to. Meanwhile, you have your full armor set, you have everything, and like, isn't that unfair? Can you just give me a Nyx gem at this point?
Not allowed.
You know what's cool about certain games in the series? So like, there's this thing in Frontier, called Hunting Road, which is actually a really fun endgame thing where you fight monsters in a roguelite mode, and it's really good. But it also gives you points where you can buy, some rare materials, so you don't need to grind one monster. You can just skip it. That sounds like a good system. Anyway, so Rise had a system where, if you got a certain amount of points and hunted the monster for a certain time, you could actually buy, with special points you got from fighting, the curio monsters, you could just buy the really, really rare materials from there. I don't know. I think that's actually a good thing to have, if you ask me. Sounds like a neat idea to have, like a system that prevents frustration.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah, right. I don't think it is a gold crown though. I can check though.
Probably not.
Nope, it's just a normal one. Thought so. Not really that big actually. Big, but There we go. Ah, fuck. I think that was my 5th feint this playthrough.
How many feints?
5.
Yeah.
Like overall, by the way, it's not a lot. I was just too over-aggressive in that regard. So where's the tail there? Oh, okay.
Capture.
Okay.
Oh, we can't capture it here.
Oh, yeah, we can capture it here. Wait a second. There we go. You know what? I never seen that ice break before. That's actually neat. You know, it was just kind of funny. You were just both like gone, and then the music just stopped for me. It's like, oh, okay. You're just gone. That's it. Back to normal. Nothing to see here. Ah! Guess what I have? It's there. Yes. Okay. There you are, my Nick gem. I have it.
Right.
What?
Right.
F magazine expert 3 quick switch. Ooh, quick switch iron wall. Yeah, I don't need that.
Who needs iron wall and quick switch?
I mean, oh, charge blade.
Maybe.
Because yeah, they can guard, but also, you know, Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye, Doshaguma weaponry. You suck. And hello. Upgrade weapon. There.
Now you have basically nothing to do.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm losing 100 damage, but I get white sharpness, 200 dragon element, and 20 affinity.
Well, the dragon element is useless.
Sadly. Yeah. Really don't have a lot to do now. I need to check if I can put in a few more skills that I have. Or, you know, what skills? Decorations. I mean, at least we have this one. Perfect. I could technically build it a second time if I had another Nick gem, you know. But I don't have another Nick gem because you have all the Nick gems. Okay. Let's see. I have a cool weapon now. I can show it off in a second.
I could build it 2 times.
That is unfair.
But only restricted by the Hunter Symbol 3. If it's about the rest, then I could build it 5 times.
Yeah. So, ironically, I have a problem. I need, the jewel I need would be Quick Switch, Handicraft. I literally only have one Quick Switch. That's the stupid one. I'm forced to use it. Because the thing is, Rapid Morph still gives a damage boost.
Yeah, I know.
Let me just see. Do I have an enhancer jewel? Ooh, I have an enhancer jewel. And I want an enhancer jewel 1. Do I have an enhancer? I have an enhancer jewel. Yes. Perfect. That gives me... I have crit element, which is not really relevant, but enhancer jewels in, and at least, I guess, rapid morph at least, but that's the part I need to farm, I guess. So, let's just check what I need to put in. I need a tenderizer jewel 3. Damn. Do I have that? No. Well, that's not a lot. I think I should go to the Elder Melder.
Why? I'm missing level 1 decos or something.
Yeah. That's the thing. I need some... I can make some level 1 decos, you know. The level 2 one I will definitely just do when, you know, I'm at 100. It's just... Yeah. I mean, I don't have a tenderizer jewel yet, so... Probably need to roll for that, but that's another point. Okay, so where are we? We need... Wait, where is it? I am not seeing it.
What are you searching for?
The Sane jewel.
Sane?
Sane. It's actually the one that gives you the resistance to the River's resistance. So you overcome it faster. And it's not here, interestingly. Am I blind?
Yes, you are, because I have it.
On which page?
11.
Yeah, I only have 9 pages, so...
Yeah, because you don't have the level 2 decos.
Yeah.
It's above Grove and Iron Wall.
No.
And below Artillery.
I have Quick Switch jewel here.
Yeah. Quick Switch as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then further down should be the same jewel.
Not
Then
here.
you're just too weak.
Is this some... What?
Weak.
How you...
Look.
Hey.
Here. Artillery.
Yeah.
Quick Switch. Same.
There it is. I just... Huh. It's because it's 80 point... Oh! Oh, is this one that we only get at level 100, maybe?
Could be.
Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, that would explain a lot, but also, goddammit, that is so stupid if that's the case. Like... I am...
Consistency, Capcom. Consistency.
You know, they probably were like... what if we just make it so that, you know, you can't just get the ones you need?
That's not really the point.
Yeah, it's like you have the level 1 unlocked, but not all level 1s apparently, because I don't have all of them. Yeah, I am looking for them and it's not here. I just don't have it. Great. I feel like really because it is 80 points, they're like, that's a strong one. You know, you only get that later on, which is like... You know what I hate the most about this? The fact that it's just irrelevant. Like, here's the thing. The only thing I can really do right now is maybe, you know, put an Ancient Orb Sword and, you know, maybe get level 3 decorations because I need, you know, a Tenderizer Jewel times 1.
Times 1?
I need 1 Tenderizer Jewel for my armor. Oh, well, no, I need Tenderizer Jewel for the armor. Yeah, I would need to have an Ancient Orb armor.
You don't roll off armor orbs.
That's the problem. So, yeah. I would probably slot in, you know, Ancient Orb Sword and just hope for quick switch handicraft, I guess.
You don't slot them, you melt them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for melding. I would use a melding
but
ticket.
You don't slot melts.
Yeah, but also you don't meld armor decorations, from what I remember. You shouldn't do it.
In general, no.
Yeah.
So, what now?
Chat, do you want something specifically? We can do some stuff specifically. But yeah, I guess finishing up my armor just isn't a thing that will happen this stream because me. He can't do it. It's so stupid. It just is stupid, you know? Oh, Tempered Xu, but doesn't have any decorations, so... There's an Arcveld there. Wait 1 second. Yeah, the yellow and light blue ones are the ones we want. Hey! You wanna kill an Arcveld?
Sure.
Just a normal one. But it gives you the,
Gives me nothing.
It gives you the Arcveld Jewel, which is a lot of points.
Just 1k.
What?
Just 1k.
It's still something.
I know.
I kinda need to get this one out. But that also means we need something new for next week. So yeah. I don't think we will stream a lot of Monster Hunter going forward. You know, maybe when Mizutsune hits, there's like apparently 2 new monsters. The rest we will probably just do off screen because, as you saw, this is literally just at this point I need to get my rank up and that's everything. There's no finesse. This is just literally grinding the one type of monster, like the one types of monster that gives you the most points. So, you know...
2 arcbread gems.
What?
2 arcbread gems.
I don't get what you're saying.
2 arcbread gems.
Oh, nice. Didn't get any. Oh yeah, right. Know what we currently can do with this one here? We need to have 3 quests in the basin.
Yeah, right.
I guess that's something? Also, yeah, white sharpness is very good. Oh, it's almost dead. You can catch it. Yeah, also I have a scythe now. Look at me. I am Death Incarnate, fear me.
Peasant.
The gentle hunter shall no longer suffer.
Good.
Fear me. Ah, I forgot to get a trap. Damn it.
EP.
EP! Yeah, you can do it like that. Yeah, you don't need to throw the trank bombs before, afterwards. You can throw it before and then just place the trap. That's also just Gucci. You can just do that. I have 2 tails and...
Ah, that's the 3rd arcbread gem out of this one.
Yeah, there was a guaranteed one. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's why I put it in. Let's see, what do we have still here? A tempered Gravius? Nah.
You didn't look at your decos?
They didn't show me.
They show.
Not for me. They just were like, you got decos and then went back to... I'm going into the base camp though and I'm checking, you know? Should be a few more. And I need to eat, so if you want we can do it 2 times more. And then we have at least that part done. The rest is... Also, yeah. Drink. Okay, what did we get? Yeah, right. No, we definitely didn't get anything else here. A flare jewel. Chain jewel for yeah, I don't think I actually got nope, I haven't gotten any free ones that I needed. So Challenger and Tenderizer. I have the Challenger one, but yeah, no Tenderizer. So let's see. Do I have the Phoenix one maybe? No. Can I say though that you should actually get Saint Jewels from Gor Magala?
That would make too much sense.
Or you know, something that resists score? I don't know. It's just I'm spitting ideas here that just yeah. It's gone. The Arcveld one is gone that we had.
Well,
Oh,
didn't save it.
I think I didn't save it.
Huh.
Damn it, I made a mistake.
Oh well.
Let me just field survey history. I can unlock it again, so... There we go. Investigations. There we have it, in the basin. Let's do this one. But yeah, basically right now it seems to be that the only goal I have left is to get to Hunter rank 100, and that's it. Actually, I have my armor set. I have okay. No. Technically, I use one of the weapons that where I should make an Artian weapon for. I don't really want to, but maybe I should. Who knows? Oh right, I forgot to eat. Ah. I didn't expect it to go that far. Oh, we can catch it. At least that gives us some progress on... should we check how many captured monsters we have already?
No.
We just keep doing it until we have it?
Yeah.
Henrietta tries to steal my book. Okay, honestly, I really like... Oh, 2 more Arcveld gems.
Same.
Nice. Okay, what do we have here? We have Ambush Jewel, Tenderizer Jewel. Yes! I got it! I got the Tenderizer Jewel. Challenger Jewel, don't need that. Ambush Jewel, Handicraft. I got... You know what? I got the Handicraft 3 and the Quick Switch skill 3 separately. I just need them combined. Okay, why can't you actually combine them? Because that would make too much sense, I know. Anyway.
Yes.
I mean...
I thought you liked hunting monsters to craft things out of them. How about I put some RNG on your RNG?
Yeah. I keep saying they didn't need RNG in previous games. And it's not really... And it's not...
The gameplay loop of Monster Hunter is RNG.
It is, yes. True.
But you don't need more than that.
Yeah. It's like... Even that, the thing about RNG systems in video games, I think what a lot of people do forget is either, why people, put up with them, actually, is either the payout is really, really good. And yes, I know, that is subjective. But also, we can probably agree on the fact that, we can definitely agree on the fact that a lot of games nowadays very artificially try to present things as valuable while they really aren't. Like, here's the thing. There is no real value in decorations and monster material. Like, there isn't a huge payoff. Like, the huge payoff of monster materials is you can make a better weapon. But also, well, I can have the best monster Switch X I can build right now. And the irony about that is, yeah, Artian Weapon just kind of invalidate that. And that's a system that's basically outside of the current experience, because you just roll it continuously with different materials that are not specific to any monster. You just do a certain set.
And all the effort of rolling and getting stuff to roll will be invalidated as soon as the expansion hits.
Yes, and that's the thing.
There isn't even a reason to put that system in here now.
Yeah, it's just there to waste your time. And then when people say, oh, but it should waste your time until there's more content drops, I'm just sitting here being like,
no.
That's not a good argument. It's just pointing out what it's doing, and because it does that, it's just like, here's the thing. To keep on playing, you need to have a good system. And they had good systems, and they didn't, look at them for, a basis to make another good system. Because, keeping one playing requires design. This is just a slot machine. I mean, one of the simplest things you could have done would have been, really high level materials to drop that people, for example, would need to build specific parts of the Artian weapons.
Well, for that they would need to know the drop rate of jewels again, because they're way too common.
Fair point. That's the thing, you know, you need something for people to keep playing, and there's... Ironically, not a lot in the game right now.
Capture it.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't have a trap. Fuck. Another Arcveld tail. Yeah, it's just...
It's obviously in there to pad playtime.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's like... It forcefully padded playtime. Because as much as I think this is probably the worst Monster Hunter we ever had...
At least base game, yes.
Yes, so far. For several reasons. It didn't need that.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. They made better base games.
Also, 2 Arcveld gems.
Oh, nice. I only got 1. I think we have the basin one.
Capcom needs to learn that they need to stop with their forced endgame. If a game is done, then it's done. And that's good. It's fine.
Like, you know what the weirdest part about that is? In the in the previous games, you always had something like, you know, there was a hidden end boss you worked towards, or, you know, a few elder dragons. And I mean, there's going to be an final boss coming. But I'm like, I know why they said, you know, oh, we're not focusing on, you know, elder dragons this time. Fine. It's just, you don't even have the equivalent elder dragon monsters, you know? Like, okay, for example, we have Jinder Hut, okay? You know what would be cool to happen, but also, again, we are looking at a game where I will say, okay, Agonia, do you think the areas in the oil well basin would be big enough to accommodate a Cantor? Probably not.
Probably not.
Which is, again, one of those things where I'm like, if they didn't put up the graphics that much, they could have had such big areas that a Cantor would just be in there. But they didn't. It's like, you know, again, if you don't have Elder Dragons to unlock, have some equal Elder Dragon level monsters. You know, that's, they had that basically since the first generation, because you know what the Elder Dragon level monsters were in the first generation? Gold Ruffian and Silver Ruffalos.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense if you think about it, right?
Kind of they got a bit demoted.
Yeah. They could have brought that back here.
Yeah.
They could have even explained why they happened. In the second generation, we had Akantor, we had Rajang. Again, we have monkeys, but we don't have Rajang. Would be one hell of a good Elder level threat for the base game, is what I'm saying, to unlock. Like, imagine if you hit Hunter rank 80 or 100, and suddenly the game's like, we have a problem? Monkey. Just saying, you know? Rajang, Fuse Rajang, Shengar Ren. Okay, Shengar Ren and Ukanlos would maybe be a little bit too big, but we already have an arena for Jindahat, so you could also have... Okay, Ukanlos is not really that well for the... You could make a fire arena, is what I'm saying. Third generation, Devil Joe. We don't have an invader this time again, by the way. I mean, yeah, technically Goro Magala is the same level, but...
He's a plot device.
Yeah. Oh, Atal Ka, by the way. Just saying. If they... Oh, by the way, if they put in Diablos, they could have brought back Bloodbath Diablos. Pointing that one out. Oh, Patrick from 4, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, you know what? In 5th generation, Betelgeuse is also seen as an Elder Dragon level threat, which is
Weird.
interesting, but, you know, there's Magna Malo, and, okay, technically they also see Espinas as one.
If we get Frontier Espinas, then yes.
You know what? Frontier Espinas would be banger for the Scarlet Forest. Imagine if they're like, oh yeah, there's a new flying wyvern in the Scarlet Forest. And you're like, a new flying wyvern in the Scarlet Forest. Is that really that much of a problem? And am I fucking huffing paint? Apparently, Xu Wu is considered an Elder Dragon equal threat.
But that thing can't harm anything.
Xu Wu is such a joke. It's not even remotely that, no.
I mean, Betelgeuse is a stretch, but Xu Wu?
They really lowered that down, you know?
Mm.
It would just... They could have brought back a few ones, you know, which, you know, before they even introduced the baseline ones. But no. Again, Rathalos and Ruffian subspecies, which are, you know, basically recolorings, nowhere to be seen.
Well, to be fair, they have a different weight on movesets and some more moves.
Yeah. Again, usually it's variants of monsters that are really, really strong. So it's just interesting because for example, the deviants where, you know, basically were basically considered level dragon threats, and like at that point I'm like, why isn't there a subspecies or, you know, a deviant maybe? They could bring that back actually. Of as I said, Ray Dao. To call it Storm King Ray Dao and just let it just be much more aggressive with more electric attacks.
You could also, since the monsters now have different strength levels, okay? You could also just go back to One-Eyed Demon King. Sometimes a version of a monster spawns that is especially strong, with better moves, that's faster, stuff like that.
Actually, now that I've been thinking about it, I mean, yeah, you know, as much as I would say just bring back the deviants because they're basically just slight adjustments of the base monster, you know, with better attacks basically and a faster moveset. The thing is, what would the deviants actually bring to the table with a few adjustments? First of all, you could have better to customizable, just the best armor sets in the game. And you could just literally focus them on being customizable. That would be kind of great. Like, for example, imagine if they just had 4 slots. That would make them really strong, but also like, hey, it would be something to work towards too. You could even give them like special weapons that, fill the gauges. Shit like that, what they did in GU to a degree. But also you can, then design them similar to Zeniths, that you have, levels of them. And for the higher versions of the weapons of the Deviants, you need to kill the higher ones and get their special item drop, that is fixed if you kill that, Deviant part, let's say. But also, it would be a good end game, is what I'm saying. Part of a good end game, because at least you would have something to work with. It would be over at some point, but the way to it would still be like, those are the hardest monsters we have, and they would be really easy because they would be already existing monsters amped up. That literally saves time and money. That's the thing that I'm not getting.
What saves more time and money? Having 2 versions of every weapon type in the game and slapping an RNG system onto it.
What the most frustrating part about this is? The moment you realize just how worthless the Artian a giant part of the Artian weapons are, because there are 2 levels of Artian weapons you should never ever fucking touch. Because everything below the red ones is not worth building. Because it's literally, you build the lower ones, worthless. You build a level 8 one, they're the best. Again, if you made a system with Deviants and made it all about the fights, the Deviants would be a good endgame that you could actually scale up into G rank. You should just add more, you just need to make more Deviants for G rank then. And then people would be, and the genius of what that system is, yes, the people would not, if your G rank expansion comes out, all the Deviant weapons will be invalidated. That's normal. That's just a normal thing that will happen. But you can also make G-rank versions of the Deviants and the Deviants weaponry and add more Deviants to the G-rank part. Meaning, yes, everyone who joins, only when the expansion is out, will not fight the Deviants.
Oh, maybe you could.
Until they reach G-rank, that is. So it's the same system. They will still experience the same system. And the beauty about it is, again, you can literally scale it. You do not need to replace it. Kind of replace it, but you just scale it up to G-rank. And you can make a second system. You have your full development time you can spend on a second system to flesh out the first. And this isn't, again, those aren't new systems. Those are existing ones. And you could skip the whole fucking... what about decorations? Listen! Make the really good decorations, the dual ones or the special ones that you make them upgradable and only buildable with Deviant weaponry and with Deviant material. And suddenly it would be like, to min-max, I actually have to engage the hardest fights in the game. You see how this is because I know the director says, the success story is because of the story. No, people just had no fucking idea about the story before buying the game. This was, everyone told them Monster Hunter is great, they wanted to try it, and they bought it, and nearly everyone's complaining about the story. Monster Hunter, at the core, even, after they removed all the hunting elements, and now it's basically Monster Fighter, is still fun because the fighting is good. And it's kind of wild to me that they, when they want to have an end game, and I'm not even remotely against that to a degree. I'm just pissed because, again, either don't have one, or, one like the old games where you just unlock a few more monsters and finish a final boss, and that's it. Again, it's fine to have a game that ends and can be put down and then people can play another game. It's fine. There are other games out there, or you look at already the good systems you had in your series and iterate on that. That is why I think there's no real argument against this one, because if you just say, it's just there to waste your time. Yes, but that's bad. It shouldn't waste your time. It should be giving you something back. And again, Monster Hunter is about hunting the monsters. Why isn't an endgame focused around making it all about the fights? And what I'm describing, by the way, is not that much. Okay, you know what? It is to a degree a bit more resource extensive because, you know, you need to make some visual variation of your monsters and give them some more attacks. Sure, that's a bit more of a design process, but it's less than making new monsters. And also, people will be very happy if you just suddenly come around and have, like, I don't know, you know, the thing with the Chatacabra that uses the electric stones, what I said? Would be something to say, like, you know, would be an interesting deviant to have, like, as the first one. Oh, yeah, this Chatacabra, you learn to use that, and you're like, how bad can it be? And then it just punches you through the wall. You're like, the Chatacabra has hands suddenly. Whoops. Again, this is also just great because, again, people like evolutions of things they know. They started the game with Chatacabra. They're like, oh, hey, Chatacabra, that was an easy monster. And it would still be, you know, the easiest deviant. But if it starts punching you through the room, you're like, oh, fuck, this thing has hands now. It's a problem. That's cool because it's also just such a nice, you know, contrast to what was before. You know, it's a comeback story, basically. It's like, oh yeah, Chatacabra suddenly is a bit harder to deal with. That's neat.
Didn't we want to help people farm armor spheres and
That
stuff?
was a thing, but no one showed up, so I'm like,
Didn't you want to invite someone?
yeah, but they have back pain.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, back pain is terrible.
Yeah. That happens. Well, why I'm turning around. I don't want to turn around. They're going in like my really cool armor set. Look at me. Spotting actually very fancy weaponry. But yeah, I guess this was probably the last Monster Hunter Wild stream for a while now because I will be doing the rest off screen. And now it's like getting to level 100, getting the final decorations. There are not a lot I need to do now. I have my 3 level 3 decorations for the armor set at least, so the rest is really just getting to level 100 and building the rest.
You also have your weapon decos?
I need one more weapon deco actually, but I can do that, you know, later with
Yeah, either you get it on the way there, or you just
roll when I'm there.
trade some light flow pollen.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we definitely need to sit down and find something for next Wednesday then. Whatever that co-op game will be. I have technically some. Maybe we're also not doing a co-op game. Maybe we will just play something side by side again. Maybe we did Grandia too. Grandia.
True.
So who knows? Maybe there's another game where you say, "Oh, wait, we should do that one." If you have an idea.
Not really. You maybe need to finish Pikmin 2.
I was literally waiting for that one. You know what? Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I play Pikmin 2? Why shouldn't I put myself into hell? Maybe. Who knows? The March of the Red Army is returning. It was my Stalingrad. They just died. But I finished it.
Yeah.
No Pikmin lost until the final day. Then the red Pikmin faced genocide.
Pikmin 2, that will work until
Yeah.
Poison or the Sunken Fortress.
Yeah, there are some really hard levels there. I still have a bit of PTSD from that. Well,
Oh, come on. Falling bombs is easy.
I mean, yes, I guess, but also, yeah. Well, how do your whiskers tingle in your armor, Jorts? Anyway, this was Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm basically done now. Again, maybe we can do some community evening again. Maybe we'll help Zep soonish again. Who knows? But I think probably the most of it will just be off screen, and then
Yes, if people on the server want some help somewhere hunting together,
we have a squad.
that would be fun.
That will be fun, yeah. But I think otherwise it's just going to be most of the time just us being offline and just getting up to Hunter Rank 100. I think the next one will probably be title update number 1 in April, because there is the final boss, and I guess we need to show that one off. And I guess also, there's Mizutsune, and there is the Gathering Hall, so... I guess when that is out, we will stream it again on that day, but otherwise... Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will see what will there be next week on Wednesday. Have a good rest of the week again. See you again on Friday for more Victoria 3. That's gonna be fun. Oh wow. The light just suddenly popped. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.